Hi, good evening. Welcome, guys. How are you doing this lovely day? Let me just adjust my stuff. Okay. So yeah, today I'm just playing casually and would like to edit my decks. So just to give you like a heads up on what I was doing off stream, I was just playing. I was doing schoolwork and work, all that good stuff. Um, I did play some Master Duel here and there, but I did not, commit much time to it because I only play when there's like events, and once I usually reach gold, I kind of don't want to climb the ranks higher, if you know what I mean. Because you'll be like forced to put some cards in your deck that has to deal with the meta and all that stuff, and that's exhausting for me. I just wanna play and do casual stuff. All right, so let's hop into the game. Okay, some of my decks are probably are not updated as of this moment. So here's all of my decks and some of my planned decks that I'm planning to build. So I'm using only the Birding Soul, like the Red Dragon Archfiend, as of the moment, and I have not used any of these for like a long time because say, they're not updated. So I think the closest one that was finished was the Altergeist and the Dark Magician. So if you can see here on the Altergeist, there's like some cards that are missing. Already 36 cards. So uh, when I was hit by the ban list for the Solemn Judgment, because I usually use three of it, wasn't able to update it yet. And I also removed the because this used to be like a pure Altergeist build, and it has like this perpetrator and the revitalization. So, and I'm also I don't know how to use the haunted rock yet, so I have not placed it. But if, for example, I'm the one who's gonna be building the deck. If budget is not an option, I will go with Crackdown. Three of these, but I don't have. I have not gotten like the other copies of it, so I might be I might be using something else for the meantime, but I haven't thought of what I'll use yet. For the extra deck, I also have not planned much. So I only have the pure Altergeist package here. So I have the Herald of the Arclight. So if the usual play is I summon the Melusik, and then I summon the Malwisp, and then the Malwisp gets to revive the Melusik, and then I could synchro to Herald of the Arclight. So that's like the worst case scenario if in case that I don't have anything on my hand. So that's how I usually play the deck. And these cards are other combo pieces for Altergeist. So rather than stun, I build it more like a control deck. But I think it's lacking some floodgates, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, I have not decided what to put on the extra cards on the extra deck yet, and on the last four pieces. So yeah, let me just double check. We could check the options on the trap and on the continuous trap, because a lot of the floodgates nowadays are getting banned, so they kind of don't want you to play stun anymore. Is what I'm thinking. Skill drain is bad here on this deck. It's probably on gonna go to the Dark Magician one because you need the effects to resolve your stuff too. Uh, checking. Each player can only act. Goes and match is. I don't think it hits a lot of decks. I mean, the other good decks can play around goes and match. So I don't think that's a good addition. I'm thinking Haunted Rock, but I don't know how to use it yet. So let me just read it. If this card was set by an effect. Okay, you set this by Marionetter, right? You set the Haunted Rock via the Marionetter? Because when this is normal summon, you can set one. Yeah, so you set this by the Marionetter. And then when this card is activated, send one Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard. Okay. When your opponent activates a trap card, you can send one Altergeist from your hand. This looks clunky as, you know. This looks very clunky. You send one monster to the graveyard, and there's no. I don't think the Altergeist has graveyard effects, other than Meloseek, of course. Ah, okay. So you could probably use it to do the Penetrator. Hang on. So that's probably what I'm lacking on the previous build because I had. Hold on. I need to remove the filters. Why did it remove the filter? Okay. So I used to have this. This is like the evil version of Melisik. So I say evil, but you know. So this card can attack directly. You can use each of the following effects of Penetrator once per turn when you discard and fix battle damage. If this card is sent to the grave. Yeah. So if you this one if, but you need to send it from the field. The Haunted Rock sends it from your hand, so it's not gonna trigger with the Penetrator effect. So I don't know which is the target for the intended target for the Haunted Rock is. Make you a Sword Soul Punk deck. Hey Rip Vaughn, hello. Sword Soul Punk. Is that? I don't have an archetype like that yet that I built, but I'll look into that. Sword Soul Punk. The Punk is the one that pays life points. Is that right? The one that pays life points, right? Or am I mistaken? Hang on. Sword Soul is the one that I think I splashed one time with my Tenyi. Yeah, I think this is the. Yeah, this is the Sword Soul one. I think I'm familiar with Sword Soul because I splashed it with my Tenyi. Hey, Miawu, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. I'm just trying to update my decks because I have not updated my decks for a long time. So I kind of wanted to make sure to build my stuff correctly. It's duel together. I want to play with you. But I don't have a. I only have the Red Dragon Archfiend. These decks are not finished. I only have two decks, Shiranui and Burning Soul. So, yeah, hold on. How do you duel again? Here. I think you do a room, right? You do a duel room, and you create a. Damn, what deck is that? I only have two. Those decks are not finished. So I have Shiranui, the zombies, and this is the Red Dragon Archfiend. So this one is probably the weakest deck that I have, the Shiranui. So I'm a beginner player. Really? I'm not sure. Well, we could play then. Hang on. How do I? This is the dual room, right? You create a room. I think this is how you do it, right? But I don't know how to. So here's the room ID. If you have 785234, let me copy it and I'll save it to the. Let me put it here. It's too big. Hang on. Let me fix it. Keep waiting on the way. What do you mean? Keep waiting on the way. Is there like a keep waiting on the. I think this is how you do it, right? And then I can enter here and then you could enter on the other table. That's how. If you want to duel. If. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Think you're not ready? I'll just create the. Keep waiting on the way. Okay. I'll wait. Probably he's booting up the machine. Hey, Nugitsune, how are you? How are you doing, man? Also, I was just waiting for a duel. Someone wanted to duel with me, so I'm gonna try. But yeah, after my duel with I can duel RQ. What power level is the deck? I'm only using like a Shiranui. I don't know what's the power level, but it's relatively weak. Standing by. So this is what you get from like the. Do you know the Immortal Zombies pack, wherein you from the structure deck? So I just upgraded that with the Shiranui cards that you're gonna get with the story. So this is not a strong deck uh, by any means. I would think it's probably decent because it has like some hand traps with it, but it's I don't think it's really that strong. Okay, we could probably get. Okay, is this Miawu? I'm not sure because it's a different name. So I'm. Okay, I'm second. What deck does? Okay. Okay. It's just a Ubel deck, right? I think I'm screwed. This is a Ubel deck, and if you have Fiendsmith here, I should probably surrender right now. But I don't think you have it. Okay. Fiendsmith? Ah, okay. Moon of the Curse Heaven. Yeah, okay. I don't think your deck is supposed to battle against. I don't think my deck has business playing against yours, but we'll see. Are you just starting? Yeah. I'm playing with someone who's using Finsmith. This is just starting. Yes, I think this is turn one, main phase one. But it's just probably short because I don't think I have something to. I have some business dealing with his deck. But I think I can screw up his plans for a bit because this will change zombies and his fiends will not be able to get special summoned. Is what I'm thinking. But if Yubel comes in with a negate, then I meant in general. Yeah, I just starting the stream. If that's what you mean, sorry. Nightmare. Yeah, he has a negate with the nightmare pain. Ah, it's a destruction. And I would have to attack the Yubel monster. What does it do? You can banish this card from your graveyard. Okay. Unchained. I I don't know what Unchained does, but I think it destroys its own cards because I used it one time on an event. So yeah, he destroys his own card, and then Yubel will be coming out. Once per turn during your end phase. But it will destroy everyone. But Unchained one will get its effect. And this one too. I see. Okay. So their incarnate will blow up this too. They will get off their effects. Okay, he does something. Unchained Solo Rage. Okay, so this is a interruption tool. During your opponent's main phase, you can target one special summoned monster your opponent controls. Okay. I didn't know that you could splash the Unchained on the Ubel engine. Ubel Fiendsmith something. Because I only played with this deck for like many times. I only saw Ubel and the Fiendsmith engine along with it, but I have not seen the Unchained one. And that monster, okay. I don't think I have an out to this. Does Appaloosa destroy it? It only negates it. Crap. Does it pop the... okay. But I don't think I have something. I can only summon this, and they will negate it with the Appaloosa. So a brief like history of what I made. So I initially bought this Immortal Zombie structure deck, uh, and then it was the time that Demon Slayer was really popular. So I was like, okay, I'll be. And I saw the Shiranui when I was building the. When I was, what do you call this? Do I have to battle? I can't skip the battle phase. What's happening? Okay, so yeah, there seems to be an effect that wants me to do battle because I can't skip the battle phase. And I can only select this monster. Alright, so yeah, during the deck that's like, Demon Slayer themed. And when I was doing solo mode during that time, when I was a new player, uh, I got some Shiranui cards and I combined that with the Immortal Zombies structure deck. And this is the first deck that I used when when I was playing rank back in the day. Yes, you have to battle and fight Yubel. Yeah. So I think I already I hope he finishes me so that with respect to time. Okay. So this is like I kind of used this competitively before. I had to craft three super polymerization using so that I could break the opponent's boards. So that's how I used to play it back then. But now I'm building it like uh the build for this doesn't have the super poly anymore. It's more of a just pure build with Shiranuis and zombies. But when I used to play this competitively before on some like gold ranks, I often use super poly to fuse the opponent's monsters when they become zombies and control them but with the Ballard's Rock. Okay. No Gitsune. Yeah, let's go. I I hope your deck isn't too strong like the other one. Okay. Your rank is like crazy. I only am playing gold. Okay, what do I play here? I think I can do. I think I misplayed. I should have gotten the level 2 tuner, but I still have like the swallowtail slash in case. I like the Mayakashi sleeves. I used to play that too. There's like a bone absorbing tower that you use when you use the Mayakashi ones. Okay. Yeah, Daki. A Hajun. This is like synchro climbing up until level 13, right? Can I stop you now here? Because you're going to synchro climb, right? Until. Hold on, let me just check what I need to send. Call of the Mummy. Once per turn, you can special summon one zombie monster from your hand. Whoa, I like this. But it's just a normal. Usually you use bone absorbing tower for it, right? But I'm not sure. That's probably too novel. But you do use that, right? Like the bone absorbing tower. I usually go with Mizuki or the solitaire. I think that then I use the Mizuki to banish to summon this one. So that I'll have like a level 8. What's that? Ghost Bell. Oh, okay. I like the alt art. It's very good. Too bad. I like the art of the Ghost Bell. It's really nice. What's that? Oh, Eldritch. Oh, so this is where you splash the Eldritch engine. Or probably you could do it on Shiranui because there's technically zombies. But I do like the Mayakashi ones. I used to play the Mayakashi deck before with the bone absorbing tower, but I forgot if this is on this game or the game on the Switch. Because before I used to play uh hold on. Uh Back then I used to play um like the game on the Switch for with my friends. So I can probably use this. And we used to run tournaments, like our own tournaments. We if we play like uh, one on one, and we do crap. He has a max C. I can ash that, right? But the Wakero is a banish as well, so I that's not good as too. But you don't control a an eldritch, so you cannot banish my. Okay. So you need to control an eldritch first before the Wakero has like the effect. Okay, my Ballad Rock will summon itself. And this is usually the strategy of this deck because you go like with a card advantage with the Shiranui Swallowtail, and once uh, the opponent's like depleted with resources, that's where you summon Ballard Rock and control the duel from there. That's what usually is the strategy of this deck. I should probably kill the Wakero. I just need something, to combo off. Oh, nice. But I will change the level of the Mizuki for this. Because I only can use that once, and then I'll send like this one to the graveyard, and I'll use the Mizuki effect to summon out Solitaire. We go for the. Hold on. Does he have Eldritch on the graveyard? No Eldritch yet. So I can probably skip the Skeletal Dragon. If a special spell. This is probably better. I'll use this. I could go for the Samurai, but I think for this duel, this is better. Let's banish something on his graveyard. The Daki. That's the tuner. Alright. Doing well. I don't have a like a level 8 Xyz here. Probably I think I have one. The zombie vampire. Okay, good. I forgot to remove these two. I don't have. I'm not sure if this deck has a super poly. How do I check my deck again? There's a check deck here, right? I have super poly. Very good. Okay, I thought I didn't have. Okay, when I was using this deck, the reason why that's on two, because when I was using this deck, the super poly was semi-limited. I can use the Ballard drop for that, right? But he doesn't have the Daki. Ah, he'll normal summon it and then he'll get the Daki. Okay. But some decks only put one Daki because you could, recur the Daki. But if he has another Daki, then what can I do? He'll special summon the Daki if he has one. Oh, Shafu. Is this a tuner? Ah, no, it's not a tuner. No, I don't know what it does. And its effect is negated, so I should have used the Falcon effect. This is not a tuner. You could only link from here. Either go Revendred Slayer or Zombie the Vampire Sucker. It's probably the Revendred Slayer. Oh, it's not Yuki Onna. Oh. Hey man, I know you have like higher rank. Thank you for giving this duel to me. But your deck is really good. I played my Akashi before. Not probably not on Master Duel, but on like the Switch with my friends, and I have like a bone absorbing tower there that I use to m- for like milling and stuff. Thank you, man, for joining. I'll go ahead and do my editing again. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, this is my Shiranui deck. It has some of the cards that I got here was from. Uh, it's not my actual deck. It's she. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I know because I saw your rank, and you're like really high up with the ranks, and I know that it's not your best deck. It's just you're just having fun. Probably you don't fight with decks like this anymore, so that's also good. So this is the deck list that I have for the Shiranui. Um, Most of the cards I got from the Immortal Zombies pack, and then I just combined it with the ones that you get from the story mode. So yeah. Before this is semi-limited. That's the reason why there's like two, and the targets for this is the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon and the Draco Necro Nether Soul. So the idea is, if you put Zombie World, this becomes a very strong going second card, because if you play Zombie World on your turn, or like if there's Zombie World is in play, all of your monsters all of your monsters on the field, including your opponent, become zombies. So it doesn't matter what they do. You could just board break whatever is the best monster on their field, and you fuse them to Draco Necro. And your opponent cannot respond to super polymerization. So you're going to have a lot of advantage from there. So that's how I play this deck. I have not touched this for too long. I run Centurion, Fiendsmith, Bestial, and Control Lab. Lab, is it? I was suggested a lot. It was suggested a lot for Bestials, and I also played a lot against Centurion. So Centurion are the ones that gets their monsters to the continuous spell zone, and then you special summon them, and then you go to Primea, Synchro, Climbing, etc. So they're really strong too. I considered playing them with my Red Dragon Archfiend deck, because they're they call this the suggested ones, like the Bestials, and but I kind of like it, like the build that I have now. I added Quibelt, so I don't have a level 7 before. So my idea was, if for example Soul Resonator and Bone Archfiend are the ones left on the field because I was negated or something, I could go for Quibelt and still do something on the board. So that's my idea. I also added Crime and Red Rain based on suggestion of one of my viewers, and I studied how the combo works. I kind of like it for some, and this card, Resonator Command, I found it when I was searching for uh, like cards to put in on the public decks. I saw that they put this in, and I just added the Crimson Resonator, so I'm not reliant on one. And I also added Droll as the main, what do you call this, main hand trap for the deck. So yeah. So there was another card, hot, that I saw online, but I can't. Is it hot red? The Archfiend Abyss? Hot red. Is this one? No, not this one. There's like an Abyss there, but it's probably not yet on Master Duel, or it has a different name, but I'm not sure. I think it's a level 12 synchro. Let me look for it. Okay. It's not this one. Probably not yet added to Master Duel, but I saw a card like that. Okay, so this is the build that I'm running on for Red Dragon Archfiend. So my plan today is to update the other decks. So let me just check. My Altergeist is, I still lack some cards. So the Penetrator cannot be added with the Haunted Rock. I just don't see the synergy, or it maybe it's just me. But you're finished. If 10 or more cards or effects have been activated during this turn, special summon this card. Once per turn, when an opponent, you can destroy as many. Is this good? But 10 or more cards. That's like double Nibiru effect. Okay. So what it does is it summons itself as a trap card, as a monster card when there's like 10 more effects was done. And then it blows your opponent's field, and then you set this in your spell and trap zone. It's not reliable because it's like 10 effects. That's too many. But that's considering how other decks play it nowadays. That's probably you could set it off. What's the Ice Dragon's Prison? So usually I just add like Lost Wind here or Ice Dragon's Prison. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon it to the field. You can banish it. One monster from opponent's. Okay, let's have Ice Dragon's Prison. This is good. I probably need 3. Or just 2. Because I cannot search it. So that's the reason why I probably have to add more. And then I need a floodgate. Because this is barely going to stop them. This is just one. I need another one. Then it also has to what do you call this? It also has to only stop my opponent. I need to be unaffected by it. So it's probably a typing card. Crackdown would be good. If I get Crackdown, I need to add an extra deck monster that's generic. Because I only have links that are for Altergeist. So even if I steal the opponent's monster, I won't be able to link it off because these are Altergeist monsters when I would be needing to link them. So I need an extra deck that could use like the opponent monster or like generic link 3s or link 2s if I'm going to add like Crackdown. Attributes will hurt me too because I'm using. Oh, hold on. I saw like a card that probably would be. Oh. I saw Synchro Zone before. Synchro Zone. Would this work here? Synchro Zone? It's not this one. Where did I see that? This one. Neither player can declare attacks. Synchro Zone. If a non-tuner is sent to the graveyard, you can target one special summon. Yeah, this one. This is just normal. I need this. And I'll just remove this Resonator Call and I'll put Synchro Zone. Crazy. During your opponent's main phase, you can send this card face up to the graveyard immediately after it is resolved. Synchro summon, use it. Whew, that's really good. But I need quick effects, so I'll probably circle back on that one. I need a monster that I could, once I synchro on my opponent's turn, I need to have something to do once I was able to synchro. So for here, I need continuous traps. Sorry. Would one off? It's not. I don't think that's a good one off for Branded Befallen. Hmm. Each player can only control one type of monster, send all other face. So these are all spellcasters. This would help me, but other opponents could play with it too. Okay, I need another one. This one will be is not going to be good because each player can only control one monster of each type. So these are spellcasters. So I need them on the field. So that's this one cannot work with this deck. I need another one that could save zone. Activate this card. That face up monster. I don't think that's good. Would Fogblade or Lost Wind work? Or like a banish effect? Let's just add another another one of these. It's just another. Let's add one of these and let's save. I need some extra decks Underworld. So if I go and add once I added the crackdown and all, I could add this one. But I need the crackdown. This one is what I need. Right, for the meantime, I'll leave it at that. But my wish list for Altergeist is to have 3 copies of Crackdown, and then I'm going to have the Underworld of something as as a lock to my opponent once I stole their monsters and I'm able to use like their for link plays. But for now, let's put some generic link 2s and link 3s here. So where's like the link? We could go 2 and 3. What? This is levels. Should be. So I need link 2s and link 3s. So I could just use the normal nightmares. Right. This one. Where's the other nightmare? The unicorn is a UR. How about another link tree that's not UR? That I have. Well, 5 or higher monsters. Whether Painter, Ningirsu, Tri Brigade, Extra Hero, Link 3. Is this Link 3? I need a zombie for that. No. I don't have a level 7 here, so this is probably not a good thing. But I have a steal from Adminia, so I can steal like an opponent monster, and then I could link off to Link 3, probably for this. Or where's the Abramax? It's probably a Link 4. It's also... let's just use the... Crap. I didn't realize that that was a Link 4 and I don't have it. I thought that I got it from like the World Legacy solo mode. But how about this? The Code Talker. Target a card. Let's just use this for some generic stuff. It's the only UR Link 3 that I got. That's okay. So I have this decks already. So my Dark Magician, it's I don't know what to do with it yet. Okay. I'm planning to buy some Dogmatica cards because the one that I'm planning to splash here is Dogmatica instead of Primite. So there was a suggestion that I could use Primite for the engine for secrets for my Dark Magician deck. But the problem with Primite is the Primite requires a normal summon. So if you check the Primite, so here Primite will normal summon the Primite Dragon Ether Burial, and then you usually search for Drill Beam. So that's how you usually do it, or like the Lordy Load. So you summon this, you search for this, and then you probably go for like Drill Beam or something. And the problem is it conflicts with the Magician's Rod. I have to normal summon the Rod on this deck. So I need an engine that doesn't need its normal summon. So that's the reason why I mean there's like a lot of people that could make it work, like the Primite with the Dark Magician, but I kinda want to stick with normal summoning the Rod because that's how I usually play it. So I'm thinking to have Dogmatica or Horus to be added here. Horus doesn't require a normal summon. So these are the cards for Horus Imseti. You usually have 3 for this. Then you're going to search for King Sarcophagus and then get the Happy. So that's how you usually do it. But it's also expensive because, you have to have 3 of these and 2 probably of these and then 1 of these. So the Horus engine, and it also is level 8 instead of level 7, which is the Dark Magician. So that's probably it. It's probably awkward to begin with. So yeah. So for Dogmatica, this is an engine that doesn't need its extra deck. But you could put extra deck pieces here too, because what you do is you usually use effects that will remove some of your extra deck monsters, and then that's what triggers for. So, for example, Elder Entity Nitis, Shadal, you remove them from your extra deck, and then that's how. So that's how the effects like resolve. And Dogmatica doesn't need a normal summon, so I'm more leaning towards the Dogmatica package yet, but I don't have, I have not bought them. And also Nadir Servant is unlimited now, so I probably could run more copies of Nadir. So yeah. So that's my plan. I will splash my Dark Magician with the Dogmatica engine once I have the budget for it. I mean I do have some crafting gems, but I kind of don't want to use them. So yeah. And besides, I'm not keen on playing my Dark Magician yet. So yeah. Okay. For this one, so this is more more of a casual deck. So this is my idea for like Necro Valley stun. So this is like my framework for it. I usually have the recruiter because you what you usually do is you link it off and then you get to add something like what you need from your hand. You usually go for the spiritualist so you could summon like the supernaturalist, or so worst case scenario is you set this and then it gets destroyed by your opponent. You search for spiritualist and then for turn 2 you could do your Necro Valley play. But the idea is you have to be on your first turn, you have to have activated Necro Valley. So the problem with, I usually run this deck before, but since Card of Demise got banned, it's really hard for me to, probably Path of Duality could work. Crap, only one Path of Duality. Okay. If you have any idea how to increase the draw, upstart. Free upstarts. Okay. But I need more cards. Hold on. Which, so there's like a link that they use. Yeah, here. And then what else? I don't think it's worth it to go. What do you usually normal summon with it? This is what they usually normal summon with it. Expector Border. Okay, I'll search for. I probably there's like. Is there a draw? This is what stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually for if you're playing other card games, you could usually search for keywords, or probably there's keywords, but I don't know how to. Okay. This one I only have one because it's really hard to pull off. It has to have Gravekeeper monster and a Necro Valley on the field. That's really hard to have. So if you're lucky, you can have like the Heretic, the Necro Valley, and some other cards on your. But usually, it's really hard to pull that off. What cards do I need to add? This one is not good as well. I mean, it don't, it has a strict condition. It has to have a Gravekeeper and a Necro Valley. That's really hard to. And this one too. But this one is a win card. That's the reason why I have it. We could probably have two maximum. Hold on. Because if you actually able to resolve this safely, then you can win. So because 1/8 is a decent stat line and it's unaffected by all of other card effects. So you know you can't decrease its attack or something. So normally no other monsters would usually have like there's like few monster that could kill this without resorting to other effects or something. This one is good too. When this card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent attacking monster and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gravekeeper monster from your deck and face down. So the trick with this is it doesn't actually. It only says Gravekeeper monster. So it doesn't matter if it's like a high level monster, you could still summon it. So that's probably a good thing because you could go to this, the Gravekeeper Shaman. So you could probably add this for the Gravekeeper Shaman. So you could add three of these, probably. And the idea is you get the Shaman. So that, but it's also hard to pull off. But we could try. What's the ratio? Something like this? And then we could do the hand traps. What hand traps? Is Droll good? I think Droll is the... And we could have cross out. Can remove one of these. We could go Ash. Blossom. Yeah. It's just a placeholder build. I'm not sure if this is going to work. We can try one quick round. We can try if it works. Change accessories. No. Change the deck. I'm not sure if it works, but okay, let's try. Just one duel and see if it actually works. If my idea works. And we're going first. That's good. Let's go. I should probably have Gold by the Grave. I did not put it. Well, we'll see. I could probably go for the Solemn Strikes and the Solemn Stuns, but we'll also see if that works. We go for Necro Valley. We go and summon this. If he doesn't have anything, I could fuse this and this will resolve. I will win if this resolves. He doesn't. He can special summon. He also can't destroy my field spell. And he also can destroy the naturalist. I could ash this. That's draw two cards. That's and Called by the Grave will not work here because there's like Necro Valley. Triple Tactics Trust. Ah, so he'll search for the Triple Tactics talent. Ah, Harpy's Feather Duster. How does that search triple? Crazy. They could still beat like the lock for the special summon. Ah, okay. They could do branded fusion. Crazy. What does Albion do? He can fusion summon another monster. Mirror Jade is probably what he's summoning. Oh, Predaplant. Okay, so I need to destroy this card. I can just battle this guy. Is it still negated? Even if it's not negated anymore because the one that does the negation is already removed. So I could search for the I can search for the hidden temples to seal his fate. I already have a counter trap ready for the Imperial Tombs if in case he has any play. Target one Despia. He's going to add it to his hand. He can't do that. There's like Necro Valley. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a fluke, but that's kind of it's kind of fluky win. But it also helps me because if I have like additional gravekeepers, I would be able to activate the effect from the spiritualist on the first turn. Because usually the previous build that I had did not have much gravekeeper, so I can't do the combo like with the spiritualist with the first turn. So that probably is what changed on this deck. So yeah, I'll keep it at this build for a while and see how it goes. But I'm not really. It's probably just a fluke. It's probably just against branded, but yeah. And besides, I'm in the gold rank, so it's not really doesn't matter that much. But that's a good thing because before I had like Solemn Brigade already kitted to this deck, but the problem was when I summoned the Spiritualist. Usually, I don't have any monsters because you need another monster for this. This is not a one card combo. You have to have Necro Valley, you have to have Spiritualist and another monster on your hand or field. So usually when I have this on my hand, what happens is I do have Necro Valley, but I don't have another monster to fuse it with. So but now since I added more Gravekeepers, I am now able to summon it quickly on turn 1. So that is a good thing. So yeah. I'm still not convinced. I probably have to remove these two for Solemn Judgment. But we'll see. I'll test this further. All right. Anyway, I have work in 30 minutes. Yeah. Thank you for joining me today. I have not done some editing. I've not done much editing for today, but hopefully I'll be able to do some later on. Also, if I have some time within this week, I'll also play some Yu-Gi-Oh offline and probably do stuff with my decks. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Have a nice day. See you. Till next time.